Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do June's currently inked. I'm only about a week behind. Is it a week? Today's what? The 6th. It's about a week late. I had already recorded this, actually. Had recorded it on time on June 1st. Unfortunately, when I was editing, I noticed some stuff that was just not good. So here we are again. So it's already been as per the usual, I guess it is right now. I've already done it in my traveler's notebook, but we're gonna do it separately in a different notebook right now. And I went with samples this time. I'm trying to get through my stash, so we're gonna do samples. Do I want to zoom you guys in? I don't know. Let's see how chaotic this gets today, because I'm all over the place. Again, as per the usual, my little carrier currently inked pens. This is still inked with Robert Oster Velvet Storm. This is my Twist B700R with a stub nib. So I'm not gonna write that one down because you guys have seen it for forever and a day. This is still the same from last month. It's inked with Robert Oster Rose Gilt Tint. Which other one is from last month? This one is also from last month, and this is my Opus 88 demo with Night Bus Purple, Monograppa's Night Bus Purple, which I overfilled this pen. That's an issue I have with Opus. I get a little ink happy and just woo all the way, and then it takes me forever to get through them. But I am finding that I am appreciating the ink more now that I've written with it for a little while. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna do planner pens first. Hobonichi's color for June is green, so that's what I did. This is my TWSBI Eco Jade with an extra fine nib, and I have that inked with Standard Bindery Road Trip. I pulled this one out from May and moved it around, and now it's back in a pen. I really like this ink. I need to find a dupe for it. Something similar. Extra fine. It is working out nicely. It's a little bit of a drier feel, but it is an extra fine, so it's kind of expected. Unless you're writer's blood. We'll get to that one, by the way. Because I know that I mentioned something about it. Anyways, I digress. I'm like all over the place today. So that's one. I have a little jar. This one, I have a jar of dirt. This is my oh so pretty Visconti Breeze Plum, I believe. I don't think these get talked about enough, and it's such a cute pen. I think it's pretty. It's magnetic. It has that Visconti clip. I think it's possibly because it's like their cheapest pen ever. But here's the thing though, it may be the cheapest Visconti fountain pen they carry. However, I didn't have problems with the nib in this. There's no quality control issues. It wrote perfectly fine right out of the box, so there you go. I have this inked with Van Diemen's Twilight Mist. This is the new one. This is the new one. My friend Manda, I'll link her channel down below. She sent this to me, and I was excited to try it because, you know, you guys know that my top ink is the Van Diemen's Twilight Mist, the old one, and I had to get backups and stuff. So I was excited to try this one because it's also a shimmer. Just because I was curious to see the difference between them, and honestly, I don't hate it. This is a broad nib. Like, it's juicy, it's smooth. I enjoy this pen. I don't think I've used it enough either. I don't know if I'm getting the shimmer on that one. But I will say, I like this ink a lot. I like this color. So I'm probably, maybe, might pick up a full-size bottle. I did a swatch of it. Hold on. Let me pull that up. I know I did a swatch of it because I wanted to see all that shimmery goodness. And this is on, what, 68 GSM? Tomoe River. Can we focus? Can we see the shimmer? You know what it reminds me of? Elizabeth's Violet Eyes. Like the base color. It's very similar. Maybe a little bit lighter. But it's super pretty. So I'm excited to have that one. Let's do some... Oh, oops. I said I was going to do planner pens first and I didn't. Again, chaotic. My oh so pretty Hong Dian. This is the Deep Forest Green, I think it's what it's called. We're having focus issues today. I really enjoy this pen. It's nice. This one is inked with, do I remember? Yeah. This is an extra fine. I think this is still the same ink that I had in it last month at some point. It just worked out well. So this is Monteverde California Teal, which incidentally I found I had 2 samples of it, and on top of that, in a Reddit pen thing, like on Pen Swap, I ended up with a bottle of it. So I have much too much of that ink. It's not terrible ink. I don't mind it. Okay, let's talk about this one. So I don't know if I think I mentioned when I showed you guys my Dracula notebook and that I was going to work on a project with that and whatever, that I chose my Platinum 3776 with a medium nib, and that I decided that I wanted to use Writer's Blood with it, right? Well, as it turns out, Writer's Blood is a really wet ink. I think we all know that. And it was fine. It was feathering a little bit on that paper, on the Paper Blanks paper. It had a little bit of bleed through. I wasn't super thrilled with it, so I figured, let me order some oxblood, which is why I talked about it last month, right? So I was like, okay, so oxblood should, in theory, work better. No. So here's what happened. That Paper Blanks notebook has a little tooth to it. So it's got some textured. And as it turns out, this ink is so much more drier than Writer's Blood that it causes the nib to kind of almost snag on that tooth. Oh, it's something else. It doesn't feather as much, but it has the same bleed through issue. So, and the ink is not as punchy, vibrant, black cherry goodness. So I'm kind of torn. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna, after the section I'm working on is done, I think I'm probably gonna switch back to Writer's Blood for the sake of not having my nib stuck on the paper. Not stuck, but it just drags kind of weird. So there's that. I thought I'd put that out there. Let's work on this one. This is my Platinum Profont with a medium nib. This is a juicy pen. Like, this is such a juicy nib, and I like it. I do. This one is inked with Sailor Mano Sumire. You know how that goes with the names. So it's a nice ink. It's actually similar to another one that I pulled out by accident. Oh, see how much ink it's dropping right there. Whoa, that's actually quite a bit. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's see if that's any better. It's weird. That's the first time that's happened, and I've been using this pen for a few days. This ink is interesting because it has like almost, I want to say gray. it shades to like a grayish shade of blue. I don't know. It's probably all in my head. It's probably all in my head. Because yeah, this is, I'll show you right now. So this is my Welltown Eno Satellite. Love it. Love it. And this one I have it inked. This is where the little oopsie came in with Monteverde Caribbean Blue, which is one of my favorite blue inks. And it's one of my favorite Monteverde inks, right? Hard to say because Monteverde is Monteverde. But check this out. So this is Welltown Satellite, and this has a fine nib. Oh, I love the way this, I love the feedback on this nib because it's just straight up sound. It's not a feedback feel, it's just a feedback sound. Yeah, so this is Monteverde Caribbean Blue, which is a very similar shade of blue. Very similar. So when we get up close, hopefully I'll be able to show what I mean by that almost gray cast on that ink. This one, I wish my camera would capture it. I'm gonna see if I can insert a picture of it. No guarantees, I doubt I can. But this is one of those pens that has like a duochrome quality to it ish. It's blue, but if you tilt it a certain way, it goes a little teal, and if you tilt it a certain way, it also goes kind of purple. So it's beautiful. This is the one, my holy grail one, that took me a year to find. And I have that one inked with, yes, I know, another standard bindery, Luna Tone. It's just, it's nice. This is also a very, very juicy pen, like juicy nib. Like a lot. I mean, obviously not as much as that Profont, which, like, what the hell, man? Where did that come from? All that juiciness. This is standard bindery. Oh, buttery smooth. Buttery smooth. Okay, this last one. It's funny, okay? It's funny. Because, okay, so this is my Online Switch Plus pen. It was like maybe 20 bucks on Amazon. Not on Amazon, on Jet Pens. A few years ago. I thought it was interesting. I was drawn to the black nib because, you know, I'm a sucker for black nibs. Not a big fan of the triangular section, although on this one it doesn't bother me as much. The issue with this pen was it had like this really ugly rubber stylus stopper thing down here. I freaking hated it. So also it had some issues with the internal threads, so I slapped on some plumber's tape and that worked. This is like my, oh, how do you describe a pen like this? Is there a name for pens like these? Okay. So I hated that rubber stopper so much that I yanked it out. And then I put stuff there. Let's see if I can get this to focus. There we go. What did I do, you ask? Actually, no. No one asked. But I'm going to tell you anyways. I have this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic that I used to make some pop sockets for my kids. And I used that and I mixed it with, because I don't have resin, otherwise I would have done resin. But I mixed that with glitter, and yeah, that's what that is. It's a glitter, a weird, funny little glitter jewel that I made on the pen. And actually, it looks pretty good in person. I'm just saying. So, listen, this is my poor pen. This is like that dog named Lucky that is like blind and missing one leg and has a broken tail kind of a thing. And I inked it with KWC Grey Plum. That's a great pen. It writes really nicely. So, It has a very nice extra fine nib. I didn't feel like throwing it out, like just for that gummy that I hated or because of the threads not working. Although for a $20 pen, come on, if your threads are not working, toss it, you know? Not me. I kept it. Online Search Plus, and this is KWC Great Plum. So yes, this is the story of that pen that was named Lucky but wasn't so lucky in the end. I know, I'm sorry, I'm so easily amused right now. Anyways, let me get you up close. Okay, look at that beautiful, beautiful green. That's a nice green. And my oh so pretty Twilight Mist that I am thinking of getting a full-size bottle of. Oxblood, I mean, it's, wow, my spacing here in between, oh, I am having issues today. That diamond oxblood is pretty. It's just not what I want to continue using in my Dracula project. But, okay, do you see the shading, the undertone maybe of that sailor? I am the only one that sees gray in it. I know. I just know it. But it's still a pretty ink. Is it full-size worthy? Nah. I have a full size of Caribbean Blue. I really don't need that sailor. Oh, so let's get into that. So if Standard Binary was still around, yes, I would get Road Trip. Twilight Mist, it's a maybe for a full size. California Teal, already got it. Oxblood, full size. That sailor, that's a no for a full size because I have a full size of the Caribbean Blue. Lunatone, no, I wouldn't get a full size of that. KWC Great Plum, it actually looks much, much better on a broader nib than it does on this extra fine, so I'm still considering a full size of that. So, that is it for June's currently inked. I will have my Amazon, what's it called? I don't know, list, whatever, link down below. Yeah, it's an affiliate link. You know how that works. And if you guys have any questions, let me know down below and I will do my very best to answer them. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.